back 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. And the way that you got business was through relationships. What has been amazing and beautiful for me is that LinkedIn has been the B2B place where now the people that I'm engaging with, the people you're engaging with, the prospects we're talking to, all of it is done authentically, relationally, and it doesn't have to feel stuffy
Yeah.
business. You're going to this conference and like it's actually very relatable now.
Yeah.
Clay, I got a coffee fact for you.
Yeah, we're going to talk a lot about increasing revenue, ramping up those conversions, and a little bit about coffee.
Clay, I got a good coffee fact for you today.
Bring it.
I had to look this one up,
Yeah.
which I don't feel that bad about. Coffee has more antioxidants than most fruit and vegetables.
Oh. Drink up, me hearties.
Allegedly, coffee is loaded with more antioxidants, helping to protect the body from free radicals. I'll tell you what, I want to stay away from those free radicals. But
You know, speaking of free radicals is a natural segue into one of the most radical
Tell me
platforms on the free market today. And this platform is called LinkedIn. And it is all over the place. If you talk to anybody in sales, they're like, LinkedIn.
Oh,
LinkedIn.
sorry. Hold on, I got a LinkedIn message.
Oh, yeah, there it is. LinkedIn messages. Gotta respond to the notifications. LinkedIn is
I
the new
do.
Facebook, is the new Instagram, is the new TikTok. Ooh.
See you later, TikTok.
Bye, TikTok. So LinkedIn,
Yeah.
success. How do you win on it? Should you, as a business owner, speaking of coffee and LinkedIn, I feel like you should
Coffee
just...
link. The actual, just so you're all aware, because we haven't talked about this, the reason we have coffee and conversion, welcome to the show.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty slick.
That was like...
The reason we have this is because I a handful of months ago, I've been on LinkedIn for a while, growing my own business, growing good, and it became this, I love coffee, I love the craft of it. It became sort of this moniker. And so a handful of months ago, I did like a 30-day video challenge. I was doing a video every day.
Yeah.
And that's where I really started to realize, well, how can I consistently post content about marketing and sales and revenue and be excited about it and have other people be excited about it? And coffee was just a thing. I drink coffee
Yeah.
every day for the most part. I have like 18 different brewing methods at my house, in the office. And so it just became this easy thing. And then I started taking, it's a whole nother story, but I took the espresso machine to a conference and we've closed deals off that. Like it's been awesome.
Amazing.
But LinkedIn for B2B
Success.
sales, success,
Yeah.
revenue, relationship, it's the place you have to be.
Yeah.
I look at business, back 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, and the way that you got business was through relationships. This was when door-to-door sales was big. This is when Chamber of Commerce started getting out there. And so you had face-to-face equal relationships, and you'd go and you'd build relationships. Well, in the digital age, and even 5 years ago with COVID, like everything has gone so online, and so people have almost turned too much to the digital needs or the digital desires that we missed out on the relational aspect. And what has been amazing and beautiful for me is that LinkedIn has been the B2B place where now the people that I'm engaging with, the people you're engaging with, the prospects we're talking to, all of it is done authentically, relationally, and it doesn't have to feel stuffy.
Yeah.
Business. You're going to this conference and like it's actually very relatable now.
Yeah.
And so this is my long-winded way of just talking about where have we been with attention? Why are we now using it for LinkedIn?
Yeah.
And how relationships play into that.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we're in this strange world where
Yeah.
community is just shifting. What that definition is shifting. And as we've transitioned to remote work, I just looked this up. The average age of the user has increased since 2020.
That's awesome.
And so 47% of all active US-based LinkedIn users fall within the age bracket of millennials.
Okay.
The next one is Gen Z. Next one is baby boomers.
Okay.
And then next is Gen X, then Gen Z after that.
Okay.
So what I find interesting is as people have left the office, the traditional office space, we've expanded that office building
Exactly.
to LinkedIn.
Yes.
So like you would meet other folks from other businesses in
Yeah.
the same office building, you now get to meet them in the office building of
Yeah.
LinkedIn. And it's really cool to see how just that average age is so much higher than any other platform.
I just connected with a man named Harold.
Yeah.
74 years old.
That's amazing.
He commented on a post. There's a really awesome guy out in California I'm connected with called Matt Williams. Makes dope shoes for B2B business, like custom shoes. Super cool business.
Well, when
And
do I get mine?
Matt?
Yeah, Matt, come on.
So Harold, anyway, 74 years old.
Yeah.
Like he commented on a post and was like, hey guys, I'm 74 and just like, I think he said like, I'm feeling the gas on this thing. And he's like, people my age need to get into this.
Yeah.
And so you're right. There's a breadth, there's a realization of, hey, this is where people come to build the right healthy communities to grow.
100%.
Right? And you know, one of the things that, you know, of course we can talk about the importance of it all day long, but okay, how do we do that?
Yeah.
You know, I think that's the biggest thing. You and I have talked about tactics and tools for a while now. And I think oftentimes I find there's a stat out there. I think there's something like, I think I'd have to look it up, but I think it's like there's 1 million active participants in LinkedIn, those who are creating content, and there's something like 1 billion users.
Yeah. I'm not surprised at all by that.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Only a million.
Yeah.
Like
because people have for so long treated it as a resume.
It's a job resource. Yeah.
Yeah.
I even talk to family members now who are like, yeah, Luke, honestly, the only thing I go into LinkedIn every once in a while to like look at job postings and all I see is your content. Which, you know, thanks, Mom. So I think if you're confused about it, if you're looking into it, number one, know it's really good for you to build a relationship. Number two, it's a place for you to start to not just build like a sales pipeline, but actually build, I would say thought leadership, but really real-time data.
Yeah.
So I can actively communicate and connect with prospects or hear about what they want, how they desire things, what they're looking for. And in real time, I can respond back to that and talk to them as if I was going door to door to businesses and like looking at the business. And we used to do that. And so this is what that space can be for people. And so where I think we should really just get to from a point of clarity, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it and we can riff on it, but where does one get started?
Yeah.
How do we get started in the space?
Well, I think first off, you go to LinkedIn.com.
LinkedIn.com, download the app.
So you need to have a profile. You need to make sure you're fleshing it out. Make sure you have a good profile photo. Don't leave it blank.
Or old, by the way, like an old photo.
Yeah.
That one always
don't
messes
use a
me
wedding
up.
photo, please. Don't use a wedding photo. It just comes across wrong.
I did it one
it's
time.
A pet peeve of
Well,
mine.
if you cut your
because
spouse
no
out of
one
it.
wears a tuxedo by themselves outside of a wedding normally. So dress the part. That's all I got to
right.
say.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, would
Again,
you show
it's the authenticity.
would you show up to someone's office wearing a tux? No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
So dress the part in LinkedIn. Is that right, team? Yeah. Okay, so Steven and
should.
Daniel behind the cameras right now would totally show up in a tux.
Yeah,
but
I like that.
Besides those guys, you probably shouldn't, outside of if you are, I don't know, delivering a e-card or I don't even know. I don't know.
So profile
Christmas gram.
There
you go.
Profile optimization.
Yes. You want to be posting consistently on the content that matters to your brand. So position yourself as a thought leader. If you're in oil and gas, don't go exclusively posting family photos because the algorithm will not understand what it is that you do. So you want to teach this algorithm just like you would teach any other algorithm by feeding it the kind of content you want it to understand you as.
That's really good.
And then you also want to be commenting. If all you're doing is posting, no one's going to see it.
Yeah.
So you need to be commenting.
And,
So,
and things have changed here just really quick
yeah.
because I've heard a lot of people talk about, well, you need to be on there 15 minutes before, comment, 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 and then do your post and then comment 15 minutes. Like
Ah,
there's just it's changed.
yeah.
Even from
It always
last
changes.
last
Yeah.
year, I was getting millions of video impressions.
Yeah.
And recently, like I posted, I think something yesterday, and it only got like 50,000. And then I've posted another one, it's got 1,000. And so anyway, just to that quick point,
Yeah.
comment to engage and to
To start a conversation.
start
Yeah.
relationships.
Yeah. And I would also say there's a cool tool. So, one of the things that we do here at Good Agency is we do list building.
Yeah.
So, AI based list building where we understand who your target market is and we go and connect with them. So, on the one of my clients that I'm their fractional CMO, I actually log in as that CEO and I build networks
Yeah.
with their prospects. I just connect with them and send a little note saying, "Hey, excited to stay connected in the industry."
Right.
Not asking to meet with
not
them,
sale- we're not-
not
yeah.
selling,
We're not
just
selling right away.
building
Yep.
connections.
Yep.
Because when people start to research you and they see a lot of shared connections, that
Yeah.
there's trust there.
Yeah.
Just today, I got a phone call from someone who had been referred to me, and 4 people jumped in and commented on their thread and said, "Oh yeah, you need to talk to Clay."
Yeah.
And then when he looked at my profile, he saw that we had 25 mutual connections.
Yeah.
So there's trust built in before we ever jumped
Right.
on our initial
Yeah.
call cold.
Yep.
So that's what I would personally
Yeah.
say.
It's all about audience, or rather, I'd say it this way: it's all about community-led growth.
Yeah.
And LinkedIn is providing warm connections for you. And I think
100%.
it's just the easiest way
Yeah.
to go build long-term growth. And so, if you have not yet, or you've been on LinkedIn a little bit here and there, take some of the steps. Take some of the action steps today that
Yeah.
Clay and I are talking about. If you are watching this video on LinkedIn and you've been thinking through some of these things, and you're just seeing this clip, go back and watch the full episode. But I want you to begin posting content that is relatable to your industry and your customer, not selling it, just giving value, and go give value on other people's posts. Go build them up. And so anyway, we're going to end there. We could talk
Yeah.
about this all day long, but don't forget, enjoy a cup of coffee with a friend
Always.
and go get those conversions.
Cheers.